When you think about affordable housing, what we're talking about largely is housing that is somewhat subsidized, meaning that there is some source of funding coming in to make it affordable for the buyer or the renter. Right now, the estimate in the US is that we're about 7 million units short of housing that falls into that category. That alone is roughly a $2 trillion problem to solve, so it's a very, very big problem. You've got somewhere around 35 to 40 million shipping containers in the world, about 2.5 million made each year, and they're 9,000 pounds of steel each. And as they reach the end of their useful life, instead of them moving into the waste stream, we thought we'll take this 9,000 pounds of steel that's a really, really strong box and upcycle it into something that could be a house for the next 80 to 100 years. Instead of building houses on site the way they're traditionally built, we actually build them in a factory, but we build them to the same code that that on-site house is built, rather than traditional factory-built housing, which is like a mobile home. If we want the valley to grow and we want to be able to attract outside interest for new jobs and so forth, you have to have places for people to live. For IndieDwell, we have focused on trying to create jobs that are far above what the industry would typically pay in terms of wages. So our minimum wage is $16 an hour. We pay full benefits. Every employee is an owner in the business. Every employee's got 20 days of paid time off per year. And we think that's really important, because if what we do is rely on inexpensive labor in order to build our affordable housing, well, the people who are building our houses can't afford it in that case. We're also thinking about the communities that we serve, the environment. We're thinking about our shareholders, we're thinking about the customers. So we're thinking about all of the stakeholders that touch our business when we make any decision in the business. Even if once we have, say, 10 factories up around the country and we're doing 3 million square feet of housing per year, it's a drop in the bucket as compared to what is necessary. So we really hope at IndieDwell that we're going to inspire others to follow what we're doing, because the demand is so significant and there's no way we can kind of build our way out of this alone. So we're hoping a lot of others actually follow us, which is not the typical business model. Most people like to protect their intellectual property, and in this case, we actually want people to follow us because the need for the housing is so significant, and again, we can't solve it alone.